Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, and this is Engineering Done, the realistic city I've been doing on Patreon, where I recently added a highway that goes around the entire city. Think of M25 if you're British, but we need more connections off this highway into our city. We've only got like a couple of junctions. We got this one which is quite efficiently shaped, to be fair, and then this one down here which was just a little quick thing just to get our new airport connected. Oh, what are those two planes doing? Censor that, editor. But the reason I'm bringing this to the main channel rather than keeping it on the Patreon is because I get sent quite a lot of emails from you guys showing some interesting interchanges you found. So I thought we'd have a little look through some of these and then perhaps add some of them to my city. So this is one from Tyler, the paramedic, described as an absolute mess, yet it rarely backs up. So let's see what we're dealing with. Oh my goodness. You got enough lanes there, mate. Blimey. Compensating much. So it looks like there's a highway that comes from the south, and then you can go along a highway up there. That's fine. That runs along this way, splits into two different highways that sort of run parallel with each other, but then cross over up here. Interesting. Very interesting. Look how many lanes there are. Jeez. I'm not surprised it never backs up. There's literally an entire lane for like every single thing you want to do. Anyway, if we want to take a proper look at this, let's have a little look in this view. Oh yeah, we got some lanes. We definitely have some lanes, all right. Looking down here though, can you see there's actually like 4 different highways and you can't merge between them? Like they're all different. Like if we just go down and have a little look. Yeah, can you see there's central reserves between all of them. So these are all separate highways. So that means you must merge like earlier on. So if we just keep heading back, you can sort of see there's like a shadow down there. So I guess as long as that's there, I mean, we're literally going across a bridge. We're over the other side and it's still split by those concrete barriers. So, oh my, why are there 4 highways all going the same direction? It is nuts. Okay, so I think this is where they join together. Come on, internet. Go on, internet. There we go. So it looks like if you're driving down here, you've then got to get into lane depending on whether you're going to go right up that way or left over that way. But you need to decide before you get to the bridge. So if you were to like come off this slip road, can you see like you come round, but you actually go like back onto the road again? It's just when you come back onto this road, you're on your own, like you're in your own highway. You can't then decide, actually, I want to go the other way. It's too late by then. We got this road coming in over there that merges onto that. But yeah, look at this. Look how many lanes there are. That's like the widest road in the UK, like doubled, I swear. Anyway, we then come across this bridge, and you know, we can't just look at a bridge and not do anything about it. So you know what this needs? A bridge review. It's a huge cable-stayed bridge across a river filled with floating logs. We're definitely in Canada, holding 1 billion lanes of traffic. It takes a lot of wires to hold this up, and it's a good job too, because we don't just cross a river. There's actually a railway. Oh my goodness. Canada do not do things by half measures, do they? Look how many trains and tracks there are. What? What is this place? I feel like I've got small country syndrome suddenly. But anyway, that is a bridge that deserves a 7.9 out of 10. Bridge review. So yeah, after the bridge, the highway curves round here. And then this is the bit that gets a bit silly because there's just lanes for everyone and every direction. So if you were in these right 2 lanes, you either stay on the road, that's fine, you go under that bridge, end up over that way, or you go right here. So one way goes up to the highway up there, which we expected. The other one goes over this way, but then it splits. So you can either go down that way to go up over there, which is fine. We sort of expected that, but where does down there go? It goes underneath. Oh wow, it goes really underneath. Okay, we're in a box culvert under here. Oh, and then we end up at ground level, like at a big old junction. Ah, interesting. So yeah, the Cape Horn interchange in Canada. It's got a 3.8 rating. Fair play, pretty good. Pretty good rating for an interchange. And what are the reviews? Haha, big road with choo-choo trains. I mean, they're not wrong. Look, there's another train line down there with like big old train. Look how long these trains are, man. But yeah, right. Okay, is there anywhere where we need that many lanes? I mean, like, look how few cars there are. I definitely don't need any more lanes. Even like what I've done here is a bit like, it's a little bit over-engineered. But yeah, I'm not going to be adding lanes just for the sake of it, because this is realistic. We're doing proper engineering here. I think I'd be better off just trying to find like layouts that help here. So like a 4-way sort of interchange, or up this way a 3-way one. I mean, I'm not going to replace that one because that one's amazing, but we could add like another 3-way one like up here somewhere. So yeah, thanks Tyler, but I don't think I'm going to be implementing that into my city. What else do we have? Hello RCE. A few days ago when I was in Madrid, I saw a few roads that I thought were architected, for example. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, here's one of them. Now, it looks like it's not actually that complicated, at least in terms of how many roads it's connecting. There's sort of like a straight through highway with another one going off that way. So sort of a 3-way, but then with another road down there. So sort of just like a 4-way interchange. There is like a little road up here though. So why is it such a lot of tarmac? Let's turn on the satellite imagery. Oh wow, okay, there's actually quite a lot of tarmac here. What is going on? Right, let's look where I meant to place this. Look how many different lines there are. What is actually going on? Why are there so many like little lines down there? If I put someone on there. Oh no, we're underneath. Oh, we've gone underneath. Okay, there's a whole subway system down here. Okay, well, we want to try and stay at ground level. When you're actually looking on this, look how wide this thing is. It is huge.
That's what she said.
I don't think I want to add such a feat of architecture into my into my city, but I don't think this is architecture, you know. I think it's been quite cleverly thought out, although it does use a lot of space. Like, look at all this tarmac. That is such a big area of like tarmac. When you think about how wide a car is, like, how wide is it? And surprisingly few amount of like road markings. Like in the UK, like when we have like roundabouty sort of signalized junctions like this, there does tend to be like tiny little dots that sort of guide you, like keep you in your lane. So people coming out here, they will like come around and stay in their lane, like up there or whatever, rather than just having a whole load of black concrete and it just being like a free-for-all. All right, so let's have a look. So this end, we've got a crossing, so that's why all of those are there. But we've got 3 lanes going in each direction, which is good. Lots of capacity. We've then got, okay, we got a little bus lane down there. So buses can turn off just to pick up people. Looks like there's a bus stop and that subway thing. These 3 lanes, all 3 of them go forwards. It looks like this could be where it gets a bit messy because you got 3 lanes going forwards and then you've got 3 lanes down there and 3 lanes up there. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to open this in Photoshop. And of course, the PNG I downloaded doesn't actually have a transparent background. That's to be expected. But okay, let's just say you're a car. You're driving down here. You get to this point. Are you meant to go from here, like straight ahead into that lane? Yes, probably. But what if you want to go up this way? Surely you can't go up there into that lane. Because like if you were going to, what if there was another car here that wanted to go just straight ahead? If we put both these cars here, so this one wants to end up where that one is. So it drives around that way. But look, this one wants to go straight ahead. So they like collide into each other. How is that meant to work? And like same thing. Let's say you're in this lane here and you want to end up in like one of these 2 or one of these 3 lanes. You can end up in any of them. Like let's say you start driving along here and then you start heading up, but this car in the lane next to you, they just wanted to go straight ahead like into that lane. You're going to crash into each other. Now you will notice in these 2 lanes there are 2 right-hand turns. I guess that's because you can come like round onto this roundabout, drive around here. You can head like down this road, so that's fine. I don't think these 2 arrows though are to go like up into here. They're just to go around this top bit. I wonder if we go on the ground, is it any clearer? No, that's really confusing. You've really got to hope that like people in other lanes aren't going to cut you up or you're not going to cut anyone else up. But that is a bizarre layout. 6 lanes coming from 3, but they can all like merge. What? So again, I don't think we'll be adding that into our lovely city. I'm not sure we'll be adding any at this rate. All right, what's next? Let's see you make this in City Skylines. I'll be watching. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm seeing quite a pattern of people sending me massively over-engineered stuff. Look how many lanes there are. Look how much bridge there is. Oh, and they go into tunnels as well. All right, so I got another one here from Rod, who found something in Trinidad. He's given me coordinates, so let's have a look at this. Okay, so the highway isn't the issue here. The issue is they built this shopping center, and then apparently the exit from it is just a bit crazy, like an afterthought. So let me just check what side of the road do they drive on in Trinidad. Oh, they drive on the right side of the road. The right side being the left side. Not the literal right side, but the actual right side, if you know what I mean. So basically the issue is if you go shopping here and then you want to leave and you want to head west, never eat shredded wheat. So you want to go this way. Apparently it's quite tricky to do. So let's have a little look. So we leave from here. We're driving on the left-hand side of the road. So it looks like we can only go south here. So they're going to go round this roundabout across this bridge, and then you go up along here around this slip road, and then you're onto the highway. That's not so bad. Or did he mean eastbound? Yeah, because actually, what if you wanted to head east? What if you wanted to head over that way? Oh, he's drawn a little map for me. So we come out, yeah, we go across there. If you want to, yeah, it is if you want to go east. You got to go down the highway the wrong way. Then you got to turn around, do all of this loop, and then come back the way you want to go. What? That can't be right. I mean, actually, even going northbound's insane. Because look, when you come out, you can't go north. This is a one-way road. So all these roads are just coming south down here. So you can't actually go up there. So if you come out this way, you have to go south, which means you have to come around here. So you have to come across this bridge. You can go down this road if you want to join on to southbound. But if you want to go northbound, you do have to come along this slip road. And then you got to do this crazy turn. Like, come off down here, come around, go over that way, and then over to there. Then if you want to go north, you got to stay on the road and then turn off there. That can't be right. Hang on. Is there another exit? Maybe there's another exit. Okay, there's an exit up north. Can we get out this way is the first question. So if we just have a look at the markings, there's arrows going right. So yeah, it looks like we can get out this way. So if you turn left at this roundabout, you come along here and then, oh no, then you're down back to where we were. Okay, that's no good. What if you go... There's no other way to go. That roundabout is just an in. There's not an out on it. Yeah, look, it's just a slip road in. There's no other road. What the frig? That is bizarre. So yeah, if you want to get to this place, you better hope you haven't come from the north or the east. Because if you want to get home, you're going to be doing a hell of a route. Oh, in fact, actually, if you did want to go north, when you come onto this roundabout, I guess you could. Yeah, you can go up this way. Then join, yeah, then you join on there. So then you're on the highway and then you can loop around to go northbound. Can you then get to there to go south? Yes, we've solved it. We've solved it. Okay, so let's just take this screenshot we had and we can add in a red pen the actual way you're meant to go. So you're not meant to come out here. You're meant to drive through there and onto this roundabout. So once you're at this roundabout, you then go round it and then you come along there, up there, and then you merge onto the highway. And then we're just trying to get eastbound, remember? Northbound's pretty simple as well. So we just drive along here, then we turn off around this little clover leaf. So then we're going northbound. But then if we want to go eastbound, we then turn off this one and then down, join onto there. So it's not that bad at all. I mean, it's still quite a lot of spinning around, but it's a lot better than the route in yellow that we thought it was. So we have solved an engineering problem, but it hasn't helped us with our city design. I mean, at least it's told us what not to do. I got another one here from Ryan. So he goes on vacation to his grandparents' place in Michigan. There is a certain intersection that has always bothered me. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. Interesting. Let's have a look at satellite. So, oh wow, okay. Why is there a road go through the middle of that? So I think we're back driving on the wrong side of the road now. Oh, hang on. What bridge? Oh, I can't see what bridge it is. Oh, is it a lift bridge? Oh, it's a vertical lift bridge. Oh, the Portage Lake lift bridge. Didn't I build this in like Polybridge 2? I feel like I remember that name. Yeah, I remember building that. I literally remember building that. Cool. And now we're actually here trying to solve why this road is so bad. And oh, there's a dog. There's a dog in the front seat. Look at him. Or her. He's got a pink collar. Probably her. Oh, this is the best video idea ever. I'm loving this. We're not doing City Skylines at all, I don't think. We're just looking at bad interchanges now. Right, so let's start from the bridge, because the bridge is like, it's a constant. It's not moving anywhere. I mean, it could move up and down. It's a lift bridge after all.
Oh, nah, I never knew that.
So let's just drive off the bridge. So we want to go either right or left. Looking at this, although looking at the road markings, hang on, look at the road markings, that is bonkers. That's your hatching's the wrong way around, mate. So hatching is meant to like stop you driving over it because it sort of blocks you like a line. But like from where we are now, like looking at the lovely dog, like you can just drive straight down there. Technically, like the way they've done both of those hatches are for like left-handed sided driving, not for right-handed side. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. So yeah, we're here. We can't, if we want to go down there to the left, we can't. But maybe, is that a one-way road? All the cars are facing this direction. Maybe it's a one-way road. Yeah, just a look further down. It's one-way road. So that's fine. We can't come down here even if we wanted to. Anyway, so we were there. So we're now driving down this way. So, ooh, then it goes a bit weird, doesn't it? We got a small little mergey section here, but we got like solid lines beforehand. So solid lines, at least in the UK, it means you can't drive over them. So sort of like a stay in lane sort of one. So as we're driving around here, there's 3 lanes of traffic all going the same direction. These guys have come from that one-way section along there. So we're driving down here, stalking the guy with the dog, and then we get to a very, very small length of road here, where if you find yourself in this lane, you're like, oh, I want to go to Marquette. Then you got to get over to the left lane. Although technically we could stay in the middle lane. But yeah, that's a very short length to try and merge. But oh my God, what the frig? What is that? You got enough wheels there. The size of everything in like America and Canada and everything that side the pond is just mental. But yeah, anyway, so this right lane just goes down there. That's fine. The very left lane just goes round. That's also fine. Middle lane, you can either go straight, you can either go left. That's good. I like that. Good engineering. Don't really like how short that section was, but hey ho. So we're coming around here. Then, oh my goodness, please say there's traffic lights. There's no traffic lights. Really? So these guys from here, let's say you're waiting here. Yeah, stop sign. So in the UK, you're not allowed to put a stop sign in. Like that's a big no. You can't do it. Yes, there are stop signs on the road. That's because our roads were like designed back in Victorian times. A lot of them anyway. New ones, you're not allowed to do a stop sign. So that's not a thing that we'd ever be able to do. So this would be signalized. But just as a stop, it is pretty dodge because you got to cross 2 lanes of traffic and like you got to try and look down there. So they're like sort of coming towards you, but there's like trees in the way so you can't see too far. There's also traffic that's not even going to be coming your way. It's going to be like heading down there, so that'll be really confusing. But yeah, assuming you do that, you then just skip across here. It looks like there's quite a lot of traffic along here. Like, look at that. I guess because it's a stop sign, it does not flow very well. So if you do happen to be waiting and you wait for a car, but the car like goes straight ahead rather than round here, because remember this, like that lane that the pickup's in now, that is shared, remember? So like when you're waiting here for that pickup, you might think it's going to come around here, but it could like just easily go down that lane, and then like you miss your chance to go. You got people behind you honking. Nightmare. But yeah, if you cross there, this goes back to where we were before, so we can then, oh, there's another stop sign. Really? A double stop. So from here you've just got to look right and then hop across, and then this is where the markings are completely wrong. Like honestly, who did this? Who is responsible for this?
I just want to talk to him.
Why do you have a shotgun?
I just want to talk to him.
Like these hatch markings. I see like a lot of like Cities Skylines 2 YouTubers doing these wrong as well. Like they do them like this. Probably because like they are wrong in a lot of places. Like literally you're looking at something completely wrong now. So just for context, this is the direction they should be. So like that sort of thing, because that means as you're driving down here, there's no like through way unless you like drive over the line. Whereas the way it is now, you could just like drive straight like with the line and you wouldn't be crossing over a line. So it makes no sense. But yeah, that just goes back onto the bridge. The one way from there goes onto the bridge that way. Okay, so that's all fine. But I don't like it. Stop signs, big no-no. Hatch lines, also big no-no. At least make them face the right direction, you morons. The thing is, that's been like edged into the concrete. So that's been wrong for like a long time. I mean, I don't know how many years can we go back to? 2008. Yep, still very wrong in 2008. Look, there's policemen. They're like, we're sorry, the hatching's wrong. We've parked our car here. We've got us here as well. It's all wrong. But then budgets weren't big enough. So come 2024, they're like, sod it, it'll be fine. And yeah, then back up this end. So if you weren't going back over to the bridge that way, you're just coming out, you'd come along here, another stop sign, you gotta look that way, and this time you're joining the traffic that's coming around. So say there's like a big lorry going, something blocking your view. Hang on, have they done? Hang on, I've just noticed there's more hatching here. So yeah, the hatching is just pointless there. Why have they done that? So if you've got a hatching down the middle of a thing like this where the traffic splits into 2 directions but they're both going the same way, what you should do is like triangles like that, because if you do that, that stops people from this way driving like there, because they're like, oh, there's a line, don't want to drive straight over a line. And it stops people from like over here driving that way, because they're like, oh no, there's a line in front of me, you can't go that way. It keeps people in their lane. Just doing completely straight lines I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing to do. A lot better than what they did down the other place. Still, I don't like it. I don't like it. So this one, I mean, we could literally rate these. Interchange review. No, to be fair, I mean, they should really put like traffic lights in maybe, or I'm sure you could fix this with a roundabout, a nice lovely roundabout. They solve everything. But that's not the thing that annoyed me about this. We got a lovely bridge here and you ruin it by doing your road markings wrong. Hatching facing the wrong direction. Very, very annoying. So yeah, bizarre layout, but I do really like that bridge. I think, did I build it in Poly Bridge 2? I think I did. Not even Poly Bridge 3. Good times though, that's what I'm going to say. All right, another one we got from Macro. They said PS Paddy rules at the end, so we're definitely showing this one. It's just a constant headache for everyone going north, south, east, west every morning and every evening. So, oh my. That's, why is it so... Okay, what I don't understand, so American sort of road layouts, grids, they love a straight line, they love a 90-degree angle, and then suddenly they get to a highway and they're like, curves, mate, we love curves, what are you on about? All we know is curves. Like, look, even this, like, no curves at all. They're all like sharp little angles, everything. I mean, it's so gritty everywhere, but like, why the curves? Right, oh, I don't even know if we can work this one out. Let's have a look at this in 3D. So what we got going on, we've got big highway coming down there. There's also a railway going underneath everything. Interestingly, looks like the highway splits further down. So we had like what we had earlier with the sort of parallel highways, because it looks like, yeah, look, there's like a middle lane. There's only one lane down the middle that goes over the top. Wow, that goes high. But yeah, that goes over there and then it splits over this way, comes down to there. So man, I'll tell you why this is confusing. It's because there's like, was there 1, 2, 3 sort of main highways plus an extra one coming in down there as well. It's a lot of directions to think about. And to be fair, although it looks a bit crazy, I think there is reason for the madness. And it's just to keep everyone moving at like a good like 70 mile an hour, whatever your like speed limit is on highways. I mean, obviously this turn here, which is quite slow, you'd have to slow down for that. But most of these other ones have like quite smooth curves, which means you can keep your speed up. You don't have to slow down. There's no traffic lights. Oh man, look at this, like the double clover leaf. Like that's because we got a road coming from up there where you got to go around, a road coming from down there that you got to go around. There is a lot going on here, but yeah, I think it does all make sense. We're not going to go into it in too much detail, but yeah, the only downside with things like this, obviously all the space we've had to use up, but in order to make sure some of these bridges don't clash, like look how high this thing is in the middle. Like that would have cost a lot of money to build and of course to maintain as well, and it has to go so high because it's going over a bridge here because there's a bridge under there. That's at 2 different levels, so that's quite a high bridge as well. And we've got to make sure we're going over that on this one. And then down this way, there's like, we're on top of a bridge down there. We split up because there's like another bridge coming across that way. It's just bridgeception. But yeah, aside from these large aqueducts though, you can actually see like the bridges down here. They've tried to do them quite cheap, which is somewhat surprising actually. But what I mean by cheap is like the expensive part of a bridge is like the bridge part, and like the longer this gap is, the more it's going to cost. So basically they've got their, you can see their pillars under there, they've got the slopes, and then they've actually built up the land here. So can you see like that there? They've literally built up the land just so this bit doesn't have to be a bridge. It can just be road on the ground. And then it goes back to a bridge there. Same on that side. They've built up the land. And if you've watched my Patreon series, you'll know this is how I do all my bridges in this game. Try and bring the land right up to the edge, do a short little span across the highway, and then back onto solid ground again. You don't have bridge unless you need to. But yeah, I'm guessing they did that sort of everywhere, mostly because they had to put all the budget into this crazy road on top. It does make you wonder, could they have done like a better layout where they didn't need that huge viaduct over the top of everything so high? Possibly. Who knows? All I do know is I don't think we have time to even add a junction to this. So sorry, engineering didn't. You got to wait for another day. And whilst I now know what not to do, I still need to have a little think about what I am going to do for some of these junctions. Like this one's sort of okay. Although looking at this, maybe I should have done what I said. I should have built the land up like underneath, because we got a whole lot of bridge there and literally nothing underneath it. So bit of a waste map. Not realistic at all. But yeah, all my other junctions for the most part, I'd say they are pretty realistic. I like this one, the slice of chili. But yeah, we'll have to try and see what we do next time. But for now, I'm going to say peace, love, and sorry I didn't actually play any video games today. I was too busy enjoying Google Street View. Bye!